video. Yeah, ready? See, now it's recording.
Okay.
Where are we going, buddy?
I'm going nowhere.
Are you crying?
You're right here.
Are you crying already?
Of course I am.
Oh, that's okay. You got sunglasses on. No one can tell. Except your face.
I
Put your mask on and you're fine.
Okay, fine. Put my mask on, and then nobody can see
nobody
me
can
cry.
tell. Nobody.
Right.
It's fine.
Yes.
Better.
I just put my sunglasses on. I'm not
fine.
taking them off.
Right. Fair.
I'm going nowhere because there's part of me that is going to miss you again terribly.
Aww.
I've been so thankful and weirdly grateful of change in circumstance for you.
Makes one of us.
No, it got you home. We weren't able to come and visit you.
Right. Now you can.
You know, just because you can doesn't mean you should.
Yeah, maybe not for a few months until this blows over again.
But anyways, just super, super thankful to have seen you and.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Super excited for your next adventures, and that's what it is. And you've made some great friends at Four Seasons, and you're going to make some great friends at your next adventure.
I know, because I'm a delight.
Right, you're a delight, and you just spread joy wherever you go across the globe. So we are heading.
Yes. We are leaving, and we actually do need to leave.
We have to go.
I told Rob we were leaving at 3:45, and it's 4.
I'm dropping Jamie off at Rob and Siggy's place, and then my job is done, except that I will worry until you actually land tomorrow. And excited for you.
All right, let's go.
Get the hell out.
Yeah, let's get lost, kid.
So travel kicked off on Thursday afternoon, driving out to Boston, and I was able to spend Thursday night at Rob and Siggy's house, who so graciously hosted me because my flight did leave very, very early the next morning. So we got to hang out. I got to see some of my favorite noodles, eat some good Thai food, watch Thursday night football, and of course, we had to make a stop over at Citizens to see Chelsea and have some bomb drinks before I headed out again. Also, mad shout out to Rob, who woke up at 5 o'clock in the morning to drive me to the airport.
When I saw you, didn't care about the party. Wishing all of these people would just head out so we can talk. I could tell by the smile when you asked where to write your name on my wall. Wish I met you at 16, wish I could have taken you to prom. Better late than never, I see us spending days together, sketching pictures up and singing songs, wondering what I did before you came along. Oh, you're just what I need, the best part of me. Somehow it keeps getting better. I waited forever, but better late than never. Better late than never. Good days and bad days, I know I can call you, 'cause you always have answers to problems that I could never solve. Never met green eyes, I love to get lost in this much. Now all the time that we have left doesn't seem like it's enough. Better late than never, I see us spending days together, sketching pictures up and singing songs, wondering what I did before you came along. Oh, you're just what I need, the best part of me. Somehow it keeps getting better. I waited forever. All the love I made and lost before we met seems so far gone. I wish it wouldn't have taken so long, but better late than never. I see us spending days together, sketching pictures up and singing songs, wondering what I did for you came along. Oh, you're just what I need, the best part of me. Oh, it keeps getting better. I waited forever, but better late than never. Somehow it keeps getting better. I waited forever, but better late than never.
Okay, so we're here, just walked in. I actually met, on my way up here, I met Brian, who's our kind of property manager. I'll do like a better like walkthrough tomorrow after. I just need to like get my shit out of the car because I've just had I'll explain later, but I've just had an absolute bitch of a time since I got here. I landed at, I couldn't even tell you what time it is because my Fitbit is not adjusted, but basically I landed and it took me 2 hours to leave the airport premises. So, and then like the rental car was like a whole other thing, and I've been up since 5 a.m. Eastern time, which is like 11 p.m. local time last night. So I'm having an experience. I'm gonna take a shower, I'm gonna go to bed, and I will catch y'all up in the morning when I am coherent again. Hey everyone, so it is the next day, now it's Saturday, it's my first full day here in Kona. I think y'all talked to me when I was dead last night. I think I died about 3 hours before I actually got here, and it was just my corpse was just going through the motions at the airport, the car rental place, and driving here. I had a very, very long day yesterday. Like I think I said previously, I had been up since 5 a.m. Eastern time, and by the time I got here to my condo, it was about almost 7 p.m. local time, which would be like midnight. Yeah, midnight, East Coast time. So very long day. I was very tired. I went to bed immediately, and then I woke up about 5 o'clock this morning, just fully awake, and I was like, cool. Not much I can do. So I actually got a lot of editing done this morning, which was good, and I like literally had to wait for stores to open and then wait for Kapuna shopping hour to be finished before I could leave. I talked a little bit about that. I did film some clips earlier, but I'm going to stick them in the next vlog and keep this one just about travel. So Hawaii officially opened back up to kind of travel from the mainland with a COVID test, a negative COVID test, on October 15th, and to timestamp this, today is October 24th. So the new kind of program has not been up and running for very long, and they've already made some pretty significant changes to it. So the idea originally had been to allow visitors from the mainland to come to Hawaii and not have to quarantine as long as they produced a negative COVID test within 72 hours of their arrival on island. Previously, you had to quarantine for 2 weeks, mandatory, no exceptions to the rule. But now with a COVID test, you could skip quarantine, and that's what I've done. So basically, if you are traveling here, you are going to have to go to HawaiiSafeTravels.com and create a profile and fill out a bunch of forms basically stating why you're coming to Hawaii. A lot of them are kind of what's your business, what's your travel plans. There's a whole health questionnaire that you've got to fill out, and then there is a whole section for uploading documents, and those documents can range from your negative COVID test results to an updated photo of you, to if you're like a student, like you can have a letter from your university saying, you know, this kid is a student and they're not here on vacation, they're here to study while they're in remote learning, presumably. So anyway, you absolutely have to do that. And once you've completed all those sections, it will generate a personalized QR code for you, and that QR code is what is going to get you through the airport, basically. And I will say that on our plane, there was only about 40 people on the plane. But on the plane, out of the 40 of us, of course, there were some people that did not fill out their Hawaii Safe Travel stuff correctly. And it basically just added so much time for the rest of us to get through all of the security checkpoints that we had to get through. So if you are going to travel here, fill your shit out. Don't be a jerk. Anyway, we had to go through a ton of checkpoints once we got here, and everything was socially distanced very well. I would say for the most part. And basically you had to have your ID, you had to have your QR code, and you had to have your negative COVID results handy. Basically at all times, anybody could ask you for any of those, kind of at a moment's notice. And then once we got through most of the checkpoints, every single person was then rapid tested for COVID once we arrived. And originally it was going to be sort of like a random test, like 1 out of like every 5 people was anticipated to be tested upon arrival, but because there has been a spike in cases since the islands have kind of reopened. I don't know if reopened is the right word, but become more accessible for travel. Now every single person is getting tested when they get here, and then basically we were put in a room, socially distanced, and we had to just wait until our names were called, and then we could get our test results, and then we could leave. So my checked bags just sat on this carousel for like an hour and a half after we landed, because that's how long it took us to get through all the checkpoints and the testing. So then I still had to, after that, I had to go get my bags, and I had to get on the shuttle over to the rental car area. I had to go do that, and the really nice people at Enterprise felt so bad for me because I was a resident, and I was the first resident that they had seen in a very long time. They'd just been dealing with like tourists all day, that they actually gave me a free upgrade on my car. So I was supposed to just have like a sedan or something, and they gave me a Rogue for no extra charge, which is nice. So that was a sort of a pleasant note to end on, but literally from the time that I landed to the time that I left airport property, it was about 2 hours. It was a time, to say the least. I'm glad it's over. And so that being said, if you are planning to travel to Hawaii right now, again, I'm going to reiterate, absolutely make sure that you do the Hawaii Safe Travel stuff and you complete it in its entirety. And I sort of, in general, have mixed feelings about travel because, one, it's scary as a resident to watch people flood into the state and they're on vacation and they're not thinking about social distancing, and it's so frustrating to watch people not take this seriously. But then on the flip side of it, because I work in hospitality and my entire industry revolves around tourists, I do want people to come. Like, I want them to come, I just want them to not be assholes about it, is all I'm asking. But anyway, it feels really good to be back here on the islands, and I am on a new island for me. It's the first time I've ever been to the Big Island. I've been enjoying it so far. It's very weird to just see civilization and like traffic lights. Like, there's not a single traffic light on Lanai, and I'm like driving on the highway now, and it's like, it's so night and day from where I was before, and so I'm really excited to be here. But it's also, coming back is tinged with a little bit of melancholy for me right now, because there is a very, very bad COVID outbreak on Lanai right now, which was honestly our biggest fear when I was still living there. And it started about 4 days ago with 4 positive results, and since then it has bloomed up to over 100, and it's spreading quickly, and it's so hard for me because I know so many people that have either tested positive so far for it or have come into contact with someone that's tested positive for it, and it's so hard to be over here and not be able to do anything for the people that I care about over there. And yeah, it's a weird kind of feeling of powerlessness, and just there literally is not much you can do at this point, besides just for them to quarantine. And I know that Mayor Victorino has asked for a stay-at-home order. We're waiting on Governor Ige to officially sign it. I know a lot of local businesses over there have already voluntarily shut down. Most people are staying at home anyway. I think the resort may be shutting down again on Tuesday, and they've only been open since the 15th, so less than 10 days. But yeah, it's scary because I think I've said this in a few previous vlogs. When COVID first started to happen, was like, this was our worst fear, because there is so little anything on that island. Just their medical resources are almost non-existent. There are 3 beds in the emergency room, if you can call it that. You know, there's no ventilators on the island, and there's a large kapuna population over there, and it's, you know, it's terrifying to think about, like, what's going to happen if this doesn't get contained soon. It's been kind of like a bummer for me anyway. But yeah, sorry to kind of end this vlog on like a sad note, but I just wanted to talk about that because it's been tough for the past few days, and honestly COVID is a large part of why I kind of sped all of my travel plans up as quickly as I did, because I signed my lease for this place, and within 12 hours had bought a plane ticket, and like a few days later was flying, because I was so worried that with all the COVID outbreaks, travel restrictions were going to be upped again, and I wouldn't be able to get back here without having to do a 2-week quarantine. So very grateful that I was able to get here when I did. So yeah, that's it. And I've already started filming for the next vlog, which you'll see in a few days. It'll probably be like my first like week or so that I'm here. A little bit happier content, hopefully. Yeah, again, thanks for watching, and stay tuned for some more Big Island life.